Hello for anyone watching the replay, and hello for anyone here now. I'm getting ready I feel like I'm always like, I'm getting ready to film 4 ad reads. I have to film 2 videos, 3 videos. It's batch filming day, so we're getting ready. I filmed 2, y'all be so proud of me. I did 2 ad reads yesterday and edited them and like put them on videos and sent them over like for approval. And I was just real happy that I like got that done yesterday. Very proud of myself. I don't know if y'all do this, but like, do y'all open your mail right when you get it? Do you? Like your like business mail and shit, if you have a business, or like medical bills and shit, you know? I don't. So I have like an incoming little mail thing by my desk. No outgoing. But I just had like a fucking pile of mail that was from like April, because fuck it. And Tony was like, that gives me so much anxiety that like that's not even opened. Like, what are you doing with that? So I was like, you know what? Because you admitted that it gives you anxiety, I am going to have that fixed, or like it'll all be open, taken care of by the time you come home today. And he was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I just got a bunch of new brushes and really like a bunch of new makeup, like some refills and stuff from Target yesterday. I did a drive up order and I got this ColourPop little palette. Y'all know I have the green one. I have this one, the Sin Nudes one that I love, and that green one that I love using. And then I got Deja Brew, which is what I'm using right now. And then this one, I used this one yesterday. But yeah, I got that. And then I did an Nordstrom order too, and I got the Dyson Airwrap. Holy crap! Like amazing, absolutely amazing. So I got that. I got Olaplex Lash Bond. I was not expecting it to be that expensive. Like what the fuck? And Living Proof detangle spray, because I realized I really need that with my extensions, because I toss myself around so much at night. And then I had the Lip Glow Dior Color Reviver Balm. I'd had this in my thing in my like bag for my Nordy cart for so long, and I just didn't buy it. So I was like, I should just go ahead and buy that. So yeah, I got that, and then a bunch of brushes too. I got this Sigma one. It's the Sigma E25. It's so soft, and that's from Target, because now they have an Ulta in there. And then all these Sonia Kasic ones too. I really love Sonia Kasic a lot. Here's my foundation brush. Like y'all know I like this foundation brush. I've bought like 7 of them. Anyways, super behind. Can you explain the Colleen situation? What exactly did she do? You can watch the Adam McIntyre video that he did. He explained a bunch of stuff and showed a bunch of receipts. And then yesterday, Do We Know Them put out a episode about it too. So if you want to find out that stuff, go ahead and watch those channels. I will be, I'm probably going to film that video today and maybe have it up tomorrow. But yeah, she's basically just very inappropriate with minors, like extremely inappropriate with them. My wife and I found your channel a couple weeks ago and we are obsessed. Oh, yay. Wonderful. I let my mail sit for at least 24 hours. Girl, I was like 2 months. If it's like personal, like of course I'm going to open it. But if it's business, I'm like, no. No. Yeah. Like there's so much mail that I have from like Florida Department of Revenue that I just haven't opened. Oops. Are you excited to have time for maternity leave? Do you think you'll miss working / YouTube? I think I'll definitely miss working. I'm really excited that my husband's going to be able to take off 3 weeks with me. And I know he's really excited for that, just to like be able to spend time with me and with the baby. But yeah, we are very excited to have time off. I know it is going to be hard for me to like to be away from it though, so we'll see. Oh, that's great that he gets 3 weeks off. I mean, he gets 2 weeks off and then he's taking an extra week. So not that he necessarily gets 3 weeks off. I wish they got more. They should get more, but you know, it sucks. So I don't really know what I'm doing with my eyes right now, but just trying to blend like as much as I can. I need a more white color, not white, but like a cream that isn't sparkly, because that one's sparkly. There we go. I just love how tiny these are, especially with like apartment living. I'm not trying to have like a billion palettes. And when we were moving, I got rid of like everything when it comes to makeup. I was so proud of myself. I'm in Canada and we get 1.5 years, and partner can take part of that, I believe. Well, that's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. The good thing is that with his schedule, like for instance, this or last week, like he only works 2 days during the week. Like he only worked Wednesday and Thursday. And then this week, it's his long week and he works Monday, Tuesday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, yeah. Your baby bump out there is super cute today. Thinks it's what I wear every day almost. Not this exact thing, but like these types of like sets from Amazon that are super comfy. And then just like a shirt. Looking lovely. Bumps look amazing. Thank you. Thanks. I walked Wiggum this morning and he was being, it's just, it was so frustrating. He kept pulling and he knows better than to do that. Like he's usually so patient, but he would like yanked me and I was like trying to pick up his poop and he's trying to like yank me. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, stop it. You know better. So he got in trouble, which basically just means me like holding his leash tighter, not tighter, but shorter. There's like a loop closer to his harness. So he had to walk next to me for a good bit, which I need to do that anyways, just in case other dogs like, cause he's super sweet and just wants to give everyone like kisses, but other dogs might think that he's like lunging at them. So when we are outside and like by like in areas where other people could be, I always hold his leash like super short. What was with Jessie Lee Ward that you put on your IG story yesterday? Exactly what it says, girl. She visited the site of Auschwitz, which obviously was one of the most horrific concentration camps during the Holocaust. And she decided to compare it to COVID vaccinations and modern medicine. Like, this is going to be very rude of me to say, but I don't know if the cancer has spread to her brain and just made her lose her goddamn mind. But like, it's offensive to say, even if like you don't have anyone around you who's Jewish, but how the hell can her boyfriend stay with her? Like, he has no respect for himself, his culture, his religion, his heritage, like nothing. It's fucking awful. Like, like why am I more offended than him? He might be offended, who knows? But like, why am I more offended than him? And I'm not even Jewish. Is there a minimum maternity, paternity policy in the US? No, there's nothing. There's like not any, like they don't have to give you paternity leave or maternity leave, especially paternity leave. The fact that my husband's employer gives that to him, very happy about that. I mean, they like have to keep your job for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks or something like that. Like they can't, like they have to hold your job. Like they can't fire you or replace you, basically is what it is. But like, would that follow under not OSHA? Would that be under like work comp? No, I guess not. Cause it's no. Anyways, yeah, like that's all it is. But like they don't have to pay you. They don't have to do anything like that. Someone asked me, they were like, oh, is like it was an interesting question. I never even really thought about that. But they're like, is your maternity leave like through your management company? And I'm like, oh my God, I fucking wish. No, baby, it's through me. It's through me, and that's it. Yeah, no, it's just me working ahead basically, and that's it. Which I really have to like bust my ass over the next 2 weeks because I think he's going to come early. Just like with how I feel. Like I even told Tony, I was like, I might be like a little bit spooked to even like have sex right now because I feel like he's already like on the verge of coming early and like that could induce it. So, oof. Extra spooky. We have an appointment tomorrow though, so I am excited. But now we're at the point where I'm going every 2 weeks, I believe. I don't think it's every week. I think it's every 2 weeks. And they're just going to measure me and like see where he's at. My fundal height, basically like measuring the bump, listening to the heartbeat, making sure that's still extremely loud and strong. And then, because I am anemic, I have to get blood work done like every time almost, basically every time. And then they check my like hemoglobin and all that and just checking in. So I'm excited to have that appointment tomorrow. But like I said, we'll go like every 2 weeks, I think now. 2 weeks or every week. Yeah. But finally, my husband gets to meet the doctor that I've been seeing for the last, 16 years? And who my mom sees too. So I'm really excited for him to finally meet her because I've been talking about Dr. Brown forever. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. Good stuff. And also make sure that y'all are following me on Instagram though too, like for updates and stuff. And like while I'm on maternity leave, because I don't know, like you'll see more updates on there. Yeah. Yeah, our like when it comes to our healthcare, one, that sucks in general, but when it comes to like care for mothers, it absolutely blows. It's like, damn, y'all really want to force moms to have babies, but then like once the baby comes out, you don't care typically about the baby, but then also you just don't care about the mom either. It's wild. I'm so torn. Genuinely hope she makes it, but also wouldn't hurt for her to try and be a decent human. You don't have to be torn. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I want Jessie Lee Ward to make it too. I want her to survive. I want her to kick cancer's asses. To be a team kick cancer's ass, as my mom says. And I also want her to not post stuff like that, not post medical misinformation or be as awful as she is. You know, I mean, it can be two things at once. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's why people are like, well, you're either like a hater or a supporter. So then when they like fans or people who are like obsessed with her, or just immature people, non-logical people in general, find channels like mine where it's like, hey, I want the best for this person. I don't want them to be in a cult. I don't want them to, blah, blah. But also I'm going to call them out on their shit. They get into this mindset of like, oh, but like you're calling them out. So like you don't like them and you're a hater. Like you're profiting off of their whatever. And it's like, no, that's not what this is. Like I want them to do good. I mean, also in all like sense of the words though, I mean, yeah, I guess I am a hater. I'm a hater of scams, of people being shitty like Jessie Lee Ward. I saw a woman on TikTok and it cost her over $1 million after having twins, I think, and spending time in the ICU. Is that a reality for a lot of people? Sorry, all the questions. I'm genuinely curious. I mean, if you don't have insurance, I guess we have great insurance, thank God. So it's only going to cost us I already finished paying for everything. It was like $1,300 and they like space it out, which is nice. But yeah, I don't know if you don't have, I don't know what that would be if you don't have insurance. I would assume it would be very expensive. Medical stuff is very, very expensive if you don't have insurance or if you don't have universal health care. I'm assuming you're from somewhere with universal health care. It is funny how like a lot of like millennials these days are leaning more towards like socialist views. And I saw something, I forgot who said it. I feel like it might have been someone who like I don't like Jordan Peterson or something. But it was someone who they were like being interviewed and they're like, yeah, why do you think, a lot of millennials are, leaning more towards socialist views now? Because our like cost of living is so ridiculous. And, healthcare's our systems our systems are so broken. Like, what do you, when they're like fed up with it, like, what do you expect? And they have their parents who, it was a one income household and they bought a huge home and lived in it forever and all this shit. And now they're having, their parents be like, just buy a house. And it's like, can't afford one, buddy. It's crazy. It is insurance is dependent. I only pay $20 total. And my baby did go to the ICU for a day, but they did send me a bill that was paid and it was over $75K just for being there for 2 days. We have universal health care, but the quality isn't great. They treat you like a dog. That's what I've heard. I worked for a place, well, I guess it's closed down now, for Laser Spine Institute. We did minimally invasive endoscopic spinal surgery, and we had so many Canadian patients who were like, yeah, I have a bulging disc, or I have spondylolisthesis, I have like all these other things. And they're like, I want to get it treated, but because, the universal healthcare in Canada, they would have had to have waited so long. And it was just like easier for them to travel to the US and pay $22,000, well, $22,500. That was our self-pay rate to go ahead and just get it done with us instead of waiting for like years and then like not even having the minimally invasive aspect of it available. It would have been like a pretty invasive cervical fusion. Pretty crazy. Going to the ER here is not for the week. In Quebec, it's at least 10 to 12 hours. That's if you even get seen by a doctor. That sucks. Yeah, I don't think it's that long to go to the ER here. I haven't been to the ER in a long time, though. I think it was like 2 hours, 3 hours. Then it was paid for by my insurance. Someone told me she heard universal healthcare in Canada is bad. I said, well, the healthcare here is based on profit and is also awful. So I'd rather not go bankrupt. Yeah, and then I mean, being able to have the choice of like where you go though would be good. just very thankful that my husband has really good insurance. It's literally why he is still working, because we need his insurance. Like he hardly pays anything out. Like they hardly take anything out of his paychecks, and we have like everything covered. It's great. So I told him he's just going to work for the rest of his life. Yeah. So as a business owner, I do benefit from capitalism, but something shouldn't be capitalism-esque. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, yeah, because of like money. I do love me some capitalism, but then also like our healthcare system blows. You know? Goodness gracious. So in my Colleen Ballinger video, I feel like a lot of people are focusing too much on that like Cody Rance character. She's someone that I had blocked on Twitter for like 10 years. I could not stand her. They were so annoying. So like I remember that person just like screaming all the time, I feel like. So I think I'm gonna like mention them a little bit just to like cover it, but I don't want to focus too much on that. But yeah, the whole situation is wild. But again, just gonna be, showing some facts, having a logical conversation, and giving my opinion. As always, I mean, what else can I do? I mean, I am just a lady with a bulldog and a camera and too many opinions. So that's what we're doing. Cody Rance deleted the video. That's embarrassing for them. Are you getting ready to make a video? Yes. Whenever I get ready and it is like the morning or like the middle of the day, I'm always getting ready to film. I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere. I don't like to leave my home. I don't need to leave my home. So therefore, I do not leave my home. Where's the dog? Well, I mean, maybe if you would address him by his name, he'd say hi. He's on patrol. Are you on patrol? Sí. Will it be posted today? Girl, no. No, it'll probably be posted tomorrow or the next day. I have to film 2 ad reads as well. I have to do one for Babbel. I have to get that ad read done today. So that'll be like first on my list to do. And then I have another ad read to film for this company, Ana Luisa. It's a jewelry company. It's super cute. So they sent me a little M. Isn't that adorable? And then they sent me some earrings and a ring as well. And the ring is so cute. I mean, the earrings are real cute too, but yeah. So I have to film that one as well. But I did 2 yesterday. And then I really don't think I have like many ad reads for July, which is good. Like that makes me feel like okay. I'm not going to have like an ad read or like a sponsorship deadline and then be like, oh wait, we have to push it because I'm in labor, So that makes me feel extra good. And then the thing that does suck though is that if I don't if I don't post like a good amount of videos and like fucking 12 videos in July, then that means that my income will be for August and September, because I don't have like many ad reads for July, and then obviously those are like invoiced and like paid in August. Hey, what you itching for? What you itching for, bub? What you doing, you silly boy? Y'all get to see Wiggum in one of my videos coming either this week or next week. You get to see him at the end. He pops up at the end. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Gotta hold the bump in my crotch so I don't pee. Okay. You've helped me not go back into my MLM. I love your videos. Yay! That makes me so happy. Which one were you in? I found you from the KJ video. Love your stuff. Keeping up with your IG. So happy for you enjoying the content. Thanks. You have a passion in your work. Who doesn't love Wiggum? I hope everyone loves Wiggum. Ooh, crisp and clean, baby. I finished the book Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. It's about it's the memoir by Phil Knight. He is one of the founders of Nike. And it's just like his memoir, and it's so good. So good. I told Tony, I was like, oh, I finished my book. And he was like, what? You finished it already? How many pages was it? I was like, I don't know. It was on Audible. And he's like, oh. I was like, yeah, I still listened. I still retain the information. But I told him, I was like, yeah, I would like listen to it like all day long. I think it was like 9 hours long. And it was so good. And I was like, yeah, I just really want to like start a business now. Do you see that Illuminati sent Oz Media's data cease and desist for Oz? Yeah, I saw that. I got scammed out of almost $2,000 by someone on Instagram asking for a crochet commission. Do you think that would be good for scam stories? Sure. Go for it. Oh, I got a little bit of redness right there too. I thought it was so funny on the video where I did a Scentbird ad read the other day, where I was like, I'm stinky and pregnant. And almost everyone was like, oh my gosh, no, like it's not that you actually smell, it's just like your nose is more sensitive. And I'm like, it's really I was like, it's really sweet of you, but like Tony disagrees. It's not just my nose. He can smell it too, and it is me, and I am a stinky mommy. I guess like a lot of people don't have that side effect, but like, or maybe just no one tells them. I don't know, but your girl. Ooh. I woke up the other night sweating, which sucks because I think what happened is our air went out in like the middle of the night. What are you doing in Daddy's closet? Yeah, I think the air went out in like the middle of the night because we haven't like Tony and I are sweaty ass sleepers. And because of our Casper mattress, the new one they sent us, we like, bitch, we so cool at night. It's amazing. We are not sweaty at all at night. But I think so like pretty sure that was like what makes me think that the air went out. And like my fan was off. So that would only happen if the air went if like the power went out. But what was I thinking? But I woke up and I was like, oh dear God. I was like, oh, that's me. And then even when we were putting together this desk, Tony looked at me and he's like, can you please go put on some perfume? And I was like, oh, okay. He's very sweet about it. He knows that I'm stinky mommy. But I was like, yes, please tell me. I was like, if I'm tinky, you gotta tell me, please. I was thinking about writing a scam story as well. It was horrible. I almost sent them the money and then realized it was a scam. They wanted me to make a happy birthday video for a 7-year-old. Why would they want you to do that? Are you famous? That makes no sense. Audible is good, especially if you don't have the attention span to read. I've been trying to read Michelle Remembers because I'm interested in the Satanic Panic because it's out of print and it's not on Audible. Yeah. Yeah, I think the next one I'm going to do is, oh my God, almost 2 years as a member. That's insane. Look at you go. Thank you for being a member. Wickham butt. Yeah, he's just all over. The stroller's on the other side of the crib, so he like, I don't know what he's doing. He's working. He's very busy. Yeah, if you wanna see that, no, pregnancy hormones can make you rank. Thank you for getting that, for understanding. It's crazy. It really is crazy. But like all these things. Now I have this cough at night. And hi, sweet boy. And I did get it like approved through my doctor for me to take some medicine, which is good. Put myself down a little bit. I love you. I love you. You sweet boy. You're going to be such a good big brother. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. Okay, that's much better. I love this desk so much. Like, holy crap. I was already wanting to get one. And I told my manager, because she was like, do we want to do any like ads for like baby things? And I was like, I don't know. Cause like how, and I even told her, I was like, for like future reference, like if they're okay with me, like not showing my kid. Oh, that is super crooked. You know what? Who cares? And then I was like, yeah, absolutely. And she was like, yeah, they might actually go for that. So I was like, then, I mean, yeah, as long as it's not like, I don't know, whatever. So we were talking about that, and she, I was like, all right, well, since we're moving to like apartment things, furniture things, and then she reached out to them and got the sponsorship for me, and I was like, fuck yes, awesome. Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Yeah, girl, I know that. These aren't even in the same zip code though. What are you doing? No. No. Maybe too personal, but does Wiggum listen to Baby and Belly? My sisters-in-law did that, and it was so sweet. Yes. Yeah, he is always on the tum-tum. Yeah, my eyes are super crooked today. He's literally the cutest. He is. He's very much so the cutest. Keep like losing things. Always losing things when I'm doing my makeup. Okay. This shirt is so wrinkled. I took my fiber supplement today, and I already pooped. It's going to be a good day. Do you think you will ever go back to makeup tutorials? No, because I never got views doing that, and like makeup tutorials are over, you know? I love it, but it's, hey, no. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, you're still right there. Well, what are you doing? Yeah, no. Those don't ever get any views. And I know some people are like, well, I would watch them. And it's like, that I love you, but that doesn't matter because clearly most people don't watch them. So, nope. I will not do that because it just doesn't work out for me. And makeup, hey, stop it. Stop. Makeup tutorials take so much time to film and edit. Like hours and hours of footage, and it just does not work out. Like it's just not worth the money. Like a video has to make like 20,000 views within the first 2 days. Do you need to go in the other room? We've talked about this. Yeah, like 20,000 views within the first 2 days for it to be even like worth it for me to have Ethan edit it. Because obviously, like, I pay him. And those videos don't do that. So you always are so great at your makeup. Thank you. I mean, I enjoy doing live streams and like talking to y'all while doing my makeup though. So I think I'd rather just do that. The whole world knows how to do winged eyeliner by now. I only watch pro makeup artists now. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm 30, so like I'm stuck in my ways of like how to do my makeup. I feel like most people are. So, yeah. Yeah, just not the content that I want to make. I'd rather talk. Clearly that's worked for me. My first video I watched from you was your self-tanning video, and then I was hooked. Oh, love that. Yeah, I have a lot of self-tanning videos. I was on the quest, the journey to find the best and most affordable self-tanner, and I did. And I found St. Suarez. I love them. And then they put me on their PR list, and I cried. My goodness. Oh, where's the... That's not it. Excuse me. Where are you? Okay, it's right in front of me. I know it. Did I drop it? Oh, I found you. Do you have children? One on the way. There's one in here. Is Wiggum... Is he not naughty? I don't know what that means. Naughty? You should take him out if he's up to it. What? He is not. He's fine. He just needs to calm down a little bit. Are you excited to have a baby? I sure am. Very excited. Doing my makeup with you, great way to start the day. Awesome. Ooh. Calm down, bud. Gotta calm down in there. Hello, relaxing, having this on the background while I work. That's fun. I remember when, like, in the beginning of COVID, not even really like the beginning of COVID. Actually, I guess it was still COVID. When I got my job back, I would watch Savannah Marie's videos and Illuminati videos, Kiki Chanel, and Emily Leah, because Emily Leah would put out a video every single day, and I could like count on it to have something to watch while I was working. And I would like watch movies and stuff too on my phone because I'd be working from home. And it was awesome. And then after like a week of watching Emily Leah videos, I was like, why does she keep repeating the same shit over and over again? Starting out this every video with, hi, and I'm a business owner, and I'm this. It's like, girl, stop. They don't need to know. Is that not working? Ooh, stop moving so much in there. The pre-MLM Dramageddon days, yeah. Your unbotheredness, assertiveness, is inspiration to me. Chronic people pleaser. You need to please yourself. Chelsea, what kind of content would you try out for the next MLM commentary dies out, or if you ever get tired of it? I don't think I'll get tired of commentary. But I mean, anti-scam commentary is what I've been transitioning to, and there's always a scam to talk about. There's always like there's always drama and stuff to talk about like that. So it would just be commentary. That's it. That's why I like to brand myself as anti-scam instead of like a drama channel, just anti-scam commentary. There's always a scam afoot. You know, I watched so many Illuminati videos recently, but now it's too much drama. Yeah, she's weird. Yeah, unfortunately, there will always be scams. Yep. Have you watched the Hulu docuseries about Age of Influencer? It's so good. I have not. I have not. That's why I call myself a content creator instead of an influencer. I'm away for Sam's Club pickup. Oh, girl, make sure you get some gas while you're there. If y'all have a gas station at yours. It's cheaper there, so Tony and I will literally like drive over a bridge to go, like drive it full ass out of our way to go to Sam's Club to get a full tank of gas. Did you make a video about the tattoo scandal that was messed up? No, I didn't. Fabulous thing on the background. We're hearing presentation. Listening from London. Your great walking companion. Well, how many miles are you up to now? That's exciting. Good for you. 6 stories from 6 different con artists. I think I would like that. I don't think Caroline Holloway's in that one, right? I don't think she was included in that one. My man tells me driving out of the for Costco, gas is a wash, and I'm like, whatever, I'll do what I want. It's not, though. I think maybe Illuminati was my first anti-MLM video. It could be Savvy, one of the two. Then I went down the rabbit hole. Yeah, I think Kiki Chanel was maybe like one of the first ones I watched. Maybe. You had someone in a Bible study pitch you pure romance. That's super cringe. Super, super cringe. I finished watching The Serpent Queen. So good. It was so good. And then of course I like fell down the rabbit hole of like researching not researching, but just like looking up like what else happened like with that family. And then like who came from where and all that, you know. So interesting how all those people are related. Did you see The Serpent Queen? I did. It is a very good show. I love Down the Rabbit Hole podcast. Always content I'm intrigued in. I just had an idea for another episode, but I was thinking the other day, I was like, because I have to film so much for like these next 2 months, I was like, it sucks, but I'm like probably not going to be able to like realistically do another episode until after the baby. But then I was thinking, I was like, you know what I should do is I should just get all these scripts ready. So I think that's really what I'm going to work on. And then I'm going to, which I know they're already doing, but I'm going to work on pitching to like a podcast network that could edit my my podcast episodes for me, because that's like annoying and I don't want to do that. Editing podcast episodes sucks. But I have to get obviously I have to get my viewership up for it. I mean, I don't even care if I like fucking make money from it at this point. Maybe I could like work that into a deal and just be like, I'll record it. I'll research it and record it and like write the script. Y'all edit it and put it out. And then you can just have whatever money's from it for like the first year. And then we'll renegotiate. It's probably not how that works. Do you have a name for your baby? We do, and I am not sharing that. But we are calling him MJ to the public. Those are his initials. If you followed me on Instagram, you would know that, because I have talked about that a good bit, about how we're not sharing his name. Michael Jordan. Try to be a little bit more original. Michael Jordan is the GOAT, though. Did you know that he has, in all the bedrooms of his house, he has phones in them, and you can call down and get room service like at any hour of the night? Pretty cool. I mean, they did the same thing at like the Playboy Mansion too, but pretty cool. Imagine being that rich. Are those Wiggum snores? Those are Wiggum snores. My boyfriend's dad tried to start an MLM. That's unfortunate. Would you ever consider having another child? I'm focusing on this one first. I haven't even had this one yet. How are you gonna ask me if I'm gonna have another one? Focusing on this one, and whatever God wants to happen or allows to happen will happen. And that's it. Would I love to have another one? Sure. Would I love to have two? Yeah. Would I love to have three? Yeah. Can I afford three? Probably not. That is a lot of private school tuition. And they don't give you a discount for the more kids you have there, unfortunately. That'd be cool, though, if they did. Sure would be cool if you did. And you do a video like the Just Lee Word announcement. If you find the poppy and the baby monitor, I'm invested. It makes me so sad. Why not public school? I mean, I went to public school and I loved it, but I just like the idea of my kids going to private school more. And the one that I went to doesn't like push religion, which I like, but there's still like that foundation, which is good. And there was a lot more diversity at that school than like another school I went to, which I really liked a lot. Like my like two best friends, like one was from Ecuador, like first generation American. One was Iranian, Persian. One was where were they from? Peru. Anyways, and then it was just a really good, diverse, all that. I don't want my kids to be around just like a bunch of white kids, We need diversity. And I mean, Tony and I are more agnostic, and we're not going to like push like God or Jesus or Christianity like on our kid, but I think it's good to have that like foundation at least. Yes, there's a few different schools that we are looking at. I used to go to private school and they have sibling discounts, but also this is outside of America. The two that we're looking at don't do that. I don't know if other schools do, but we don't. The ones we're looking at don't. In the US, do you guys get anything from the state or in government in general for having kids? You get back like a little bit more on your taxes if you have dependents, but it's like hardly worth it. There's like not worth it. I know that sounds bad, but like it's not a lot at all, especially if you are like past a certain tax bracket. It like doesn't even matter. It also depends heavily on where you live. Not all public school districts are equal, and that sucks. Yeah, I mean, there's really great public schools where we live, like really, really great. The private school that I went to, though, did dual enrollment. So, like, for instance, my best friend went into, like, when she graduated from the high school we went to, she, like, had enough credits to go into college, like, being like a sophomore. It was crazy, like, halfway through her sophomore year. It was awesome for her. That didn't happen to me because I was like, I'm just here to have fun. Also depends heavily on where you live. Blah, blah, blah. I won't lie, I'm thankful I get money back from my Providence and from federal governments when you have kids. So helpful. My Providence is a subsidized daycare too. Can't imagine it any other way. That's crazy. Would love to have kids. You sure want to give the 2 I have here on earth the best life possible. Yeah. Yep. I mean, like I said, I went to public school and then in high school I graduated from a private school, but Tony I went to public school growing up, and then so did Tony, and we turned out fine. And all my siblings graduated from public high school. And I mean, our public schools are amazing here. So we'll see what happens. I feel like what most people do though in this area is for their for like elementary and middle school, they go to private school, and then high school they try to get them into the big private school here that has like a great like sports program and stuff. I don't know. I went there for a little bit, and then all of my siblings graduated from that school too. So we will see. I will tell you one thing though, is that he's going to play a sport. That's going to be like a rule that we have, is that you have to be at least like in something. It doesn't have to be necessarily like a team sport, but it has to be like like a physical activity. Hey, Gertzy, how you doing? I'm so sorry if this comes off as invasive, but since you have said that you have ADHD and autism, are you going to get your child tested as well, as it can be passed down genetically? I mean, let's be honest, most likely this kid's definitely going to have something. If we see signs of things, then sure, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, if we see signs of things, then yeah, but I think early intervention is extremely important. I missed your beautiful face. I missed your beautiful face. We aren't a sports family. I was a music geek and my husband is a computer nerd. I mean, yeah, we'll figure that out. Like I was more so on like am still more so on like the artistic side. And I still did dance and I still did horseback riding. So like those were more of like the like not obscure, but I mean, you know what I mean? It wasn't like the generic like Tony played golf and did baseball for like ever. So if whatever he wants to do, we'll figure out what like sport he likes to do, what he's good at. We'll do that. But then also like if he's like super artistic or like into coding or like a very musical, like we'll obviously nurture that too, for sure. For sure. Like I wish my mom would have I showed interest in playing piano, and that was not nurtured, or like in singing and stuff like that. And I wish that I would have been put into something for that. Then again, I'm the youngest of 4, so like they really had their hands full, and I don't blame them. So it's all good. You're giving me Morticia vibes hardcore, and I'm living for it. I mean, I am quite the Morticia. Someone said the other day, "Oh my gosh, you look like Snow White," and I was like, I prefer Maleficent, but thank you. Any favorite to-dos in South Florida? I mean, it's not right now because it's the hot. The beach, the pool, rivers, being outside during a reasonable time. What else? Walking Wiggum. I mean, there's like a lot of parks and stuff, but I'd say like the beach. Golf beaches are so much better than the Atlantic side. The Atlantic side, no offense to anyone, but it's garbage. So sorry that you live over there. In my villain era. I wouldn't say villain era. I would say in my that sounds like a you issue era. That's what what's her face? Jackie Ina said the other day on a reel. What's wrong with the Atlantic? The water's shitty. That's what's wrong with it. The water's shitty, it's too crowded, and I live over here, so I'm obviously biased. That's it. That's it. Ooh, Wiggum. I just remembered what we got for lunch. Cup of noodles, and I'm so excited. Your hair is super shiny. Thanks. It's totally that pregnancy glow. No, it's not. Atlantic water's crystal clear. Girl, no, it's not. Have you been to Fort Myers? Because no, it's not. Maybe in like some parts, but no, it ain't. I am genetically blind, but it's unlikely my kids will be. My boyfriend and I don't care either way, but it's amazing how many people ask if he's concerned. I mean, if you're not comfortable having that conversation, it's fine. I don't really care if someone asks me that, though. I'm not really concerned. I just want him to be healthy. Also, I haven't really done anything that would like increase that. Like increase my chances of that. Of like him, I don't know, being like nonverbal or some shit. I'm sure he'll be fine. It's the way they ask him. Specifically, not me. Oh, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah. Good point. I'm sorry that y'all deal with that. Mm-hmm. Next time they ask, you should be like, I'm blind, not deaf. That'd be funny. I mean, I'm hard of hearing, and I don't think it's genetic. I mean, my dad's hearing apparently was fine until after chemo. Mm-hmm. So, I actually have. That's funny. Yeah, so I don't think that's genetic. I mean, really, if people would just like not mumble and enunciate their words and look at you, basically just saying, if Tony would do that, I'd be able to hear him. Mm-hmm. But no, I am hard of hearing, and it sucks. Mm-hmm. And then it sucks when like it's happened a few times where, not a few times, it happens quite often, where someone will say something and I'm just staring at them and I'm like, I get to the point where I'm like, what? And then they say it again and I'm like, I don't know why I'm like, my brain is not comprehending the words that are coming out of your mouth. And then, then they're just like, okay, we'll pause and we'll come back to it. Yeah, it sucks. It's like the episodes of Bob Burgers when Tina says, I wear glasses, not hearing aids. That's funny. You speak very clearly. Maybe that's why. I try. I also try to look at people when I'm talking. And that also just has to do with like my dad though too. And all of us kids do it. And like whenever like a friend of a friend or something, or like someone new like meets him, will so we'll like tell them like in front of him and be like, by the way, he's deaf. He's not just like screaming at you. He like just speak in a lower tone and he'll be able to hear you. And they're like, oh, okay. But like even like people at stores or like people in like hospitality or like waitresses or whatever, he'll say like, I'm deaf, by the way, so please, like, he won't say hard of hearing, he will literally say deaf, which legally I think he is, but they'll like think he's joking and he's like, okay, no, I'm I really am. And one thing that really bothers me is when I tell a server, hey, just so you know, I am hard of hearing, and if it's like really loud somewhere, like I got nothing. I'll just look at them and like try to read their lips. And then when they leave, I'll turn to Tony and I'm like, did you get any of that? And he was like, I think they said something about sushi. And I'm like, great. Wonderful. But I'll say it usually at like the beginning of the meal. If they're younger, they're usually like pretty good about it. But the last few times I'm like, man, so frustrating. It was at this restaurant called Union in Tampa. It's newer. It's really good, but it's very expensive for, I don't want to say like for what it is, because like it was good, but I looked at Tony after and I was like, that wasn't worth $400. Like, no. It was four of us, so like wasn't just the two of us. But I was like, that, I don't know. The vibes were good. The company was great. And the food was good and the drinks were good, but like, I don't know. Oh my God, Tony had Wagyu for the first time when we went on date night on Saturday. It was so cute. Baby's first Wagyu. It was adorable. It was really, really funny. Because he didn't like understand the hype or anything. And then he's like, oh my God, I don't even need a knife to cut this. I was like, yeah. And then he ate it and he was like, what I'm picturing is like a cow being like massaged. And I was like, well, that's what they do. I was like, Tony, these Japanese A5 Wagyu beef cows they live a better life than us. It was hilarious. And I was like, yeah, now you know why I'm like always trying to order it off like the secret menu. And he was like, well, shit, now I get it. They're the Kardashians of cows. Oh, I'm about to sneeze again. And he has the hiccups, which is funny. Sucks when people don't believe when they disclose a disability. Like, are you their doctor? Yeah, that happens. Possibly auditory processing disorder, but I'm not a professional. Yeah, I mean, but also it's just easier to say like I'm hard of hearing. Like it's really just easier to say that. That's like whenever I'm like have bad anxiety or like with anxiety and ADHD and all the A's. and with like a touch of the tism as well. I will usually never disclose the tism, and just because like it's just easier not to. And I'll usually just say, like, if someone asks me like, what are you doing with your hands, it's like, I'm sorry, just ADHD. Also not sorry. What are you doing with your hands? You make me uncomfortable, Janice. That's what's happening. Y'all, I am so excited that my freaking, and it is a sponsor, you'll see in like a week or two, but that my fiber supplement like actually works. Your girl was not pooping. And not only does like not being regular suck, but try being pregnant and not regular. Shit was making me nervous. You should never be forced to disclose either. I totally get that. Yeah. Have you heard any Von McCrae updates? No. And you don't need any updates either. Guess why? Because it's none of our goddamn business. Let that man be in a coma in peace. If you want to, and that's not me being mean to you, that's just like for everybody. If you want like an update on her, go to her page, you know? I think people get like stuck on the fact that like so many people were I thought he died. Kate, no. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. That's really mean of me, but like, oh Lord. I don't think he did. I thought he was still in a long-term care facility. Yeah, if you want updates, go to Dre McCrae's page. She's back on social media. I'm sure she gives updates. I'm sure that her life, this is gonna sound mean, but like that sucks. That sucks. Absolutely. How expensive that long-term care facility is. And people keep saying like, oh, well, his like military insurance would pay for it. And it's like, not necessarily. Y'all like clearly don't understand insurance. If he had TRICARE Prime and he was still active military, yeah, maybe it would pay for a expensive long-term care facility. And also if he was wounded like in battle, absolutely, he most likely would. But that's not what happened. And it was a self-attempt. So typically benefits like that are not shelled out if it is a self-inflicted type of thing. But what do I know? Nothing. So yeah, if you want an update on her and her husband, whatever, then go to her page. Again, she's not like the most reliable narrator, but she's gonna be more reliable than I am because I haven't updated it. I don't care about it. I hope she's doing well. I hope she gets out of her MLM, which I doubt she will because that's how she makes money. So yeah, it's a tragic story. He didn't deserve all that. I agree. Yeah, if you're not active duty, they don't give a damn. Exactly. I just thought it was so funny that people like tried to school me on it. And it's like, I've worked in medical sales like for years and years. You know how excited I would get when I would see that a patient had TRICARE Prime because I knew that we were going to get paid and that the customer wasn't going to, or the patient wasn't going to have to pay like anything. Yeah. Like my mother-in-law was in the hospital for like she's fine now, thank God. She was in the hospital for like 3 weeks, like 2 months ago. And she like had to have like emergency surgery or like 2 emergency surgeries and like all this shit. And I was getting stressed thinking about like the cost because, you know, that's what I do. I stress about that kind of shit. And they're fine. They'd be able to pay stuff. But I then remembered, I was like, oh, wait, Tony's dad is military. Like, they have TRICARE. They're going to be fine. Like, even if it's not like active duty, because he's not active duty, he's retired, but still, they would still have TRICARE standard, I believe. I think. Not TRICARE for life yet. TRICARE standard. Well, yeah, because she's not over 65 yet. Anyways, enough insurance talk. Can we just say that you were glowing? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm in insurance, and there's is exhaustion and benefits. She does go live if you want to check her out. Yeah, I mean, go be nice. Please don't be crazy. Don't be invasive. If she wants to share something, go for it. I know some people were like, you're being too nice to her. And it's like, when I did my update video, like I was just thinking more and more about it. And I'm like, yeah, she's in an MLM. Yeah, like she is crazy. The woman, and I know people don't like that word, but she's delusional. She's in multiple cults, in my opinion, and absolute wackadoo. But put yourself in her shoes. Your relationship's not going well. You walk outside and see that, and then you have to deal with people being super invasive about it and harassing you for months and months. And then, like, you're putting, like, your spouse is basically dead. Like, I don't. That's it. I just don't. Yeah, it's crazy. Your video when she was talking about water and biscuits had me rolling. Yeah, that was before any of this. I mean, I was the first one to talk about her. And Katie Joy had to try to come out here and be like, I've been covering this and helping the family. Bitch, no one cares. No one cares about how creepy you get with the families, okay? I have a source. I don't care about your source. Is your content good? No, it's trash. Trash. Just as I suspected. Trash. Fucking Katie Joy. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, no matter how wild she is. Exactly. Thank you. Never. Never, never, never. So crazy. I mean, yeah, does she spread misinformation? Absolutely. She said that eating biscuits will dehydrate your heart. She's a loon, but doesn't mean that I think she deserves, like, her husband to die. No, she's alone with 3 kids. Like, crazy. Which, I mean, she's not alone. She has her, like, her family, and then her ex-husband. I don't know if they were married. Yeah, they were married. Yeah, she has her ex-husband who can take care of the girls if needed. Just got that straight in my mouth. Okay, let's put on some lipstick. After the whole Tati debacle where Katie Joy's source was Tati's ex-business partner and he was feeding KJ false information, sure, hon, you have a source. Yeah, she's garbage, but what do you expect? Yeah, I'm clearly not a fan of her. I just think, like, her victim mentality is so funny. And her crooked chin. I just can't believe she tried to say one time that she was better at makeup than Tati Westbrook. It's like, What? Her absolute unhingedness over not being in the Duggar documentary was classic. I love that. I love it so much. It makes me so happy that she was not involved in that. Oh, but you have such like good sources and you're like so close with the family. Okay. Amazon took one look at her mess and they were like, oh, hell no. What do you think about Dustin and his new series talking about the beauty community? Um, I have not watched it. I've just been focusing on myself and content, but I support him speaking his truth. And yeah, I do think it's like interesting that I keep seeing things where people are like, I don't know, I guess like him and Paige Christie are like, oh my God, people should be scared about like his video coming out. Like, or like people are worried about his video coming out. I'm like, why? I don't know. I guess I'm like so far removed from all that bullshit. I also am friend or was friends, RIP, with Sam from Here for the Tea. So like don't like love that he was, speaking ill of her, but also his experience with her was not my experience with her, and that doesn't mean that his experience didn't happen or is invalid. So that's like irrelevant. Like my feelings regarding that are irrelevant. And just because I had a good experience with someone doesn't mean that they treated everyone the same. And then did you watch the Sesh podcast with Marlena talking about Jaclyn Hill? Yes, I did. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. I don't think that Jaclyn's necessarily like a bad person. I just don't. I think that she's been in a bubble, and supporting everyone around her and her family for years and years, and been like a cash cow. No offense to her family, I'm sure they're very nice. Her in-laws are very nice, but yeah, I think that that's, how do I want to phrase that? I think that Jaclyn has made really bad business decisions, and having your family work for you is horrible. in my opinion, and it just like isn't a good idea. Um, yeah, I think she's lives in a bubble and is like pretty far removed from shit, and that sucks. But again, I mean, that's what happens when you literally grow up on the internet. But that doesn't discount people's opinions or anything like that. But I think that she does get a lot of unnecessary hate. And then I also think that she does get a lot of valid criticism as well, for sure. Yeah. Seems like she built herself in an echo chamber where nobody can tell her no, and it's affected things. I agree with that. I mean, every time I've been around her, she's been super sweet. But again, that doesn't mean, that other people. What is happening with my eyebrows? Doesn't mean that other people's relationships or experiences are invalid just because other people have had different experiences. But I think it's important to like recognize like how, like your unprofessionalism like affects other people. I like Marlena though. I'm happy she came out. Okay, that one's too short and talked about it. Okay, that one's a little bit better. I need to put some, there it is, some concealer under my eyebrows. What are you most excited for when the baby comes? Just to meet him. We're really focused on just like the immediate future, like not focusing too much on like, oh, I can't wait till he walks or talks or things like that, because we want to just focus on like, for instance, like within the first like few weeks, like I'm excited to like pick him up and see that little newborn butt scrunch. I'm excited. Yeah, I don't know. Just like our mornings right now, we wake up and like we'll be in bed and showing each other things on our phones and like talking and snuggling, and Wiggum wakes up and snuggles with us, and so it's going to be a little bit different because we're gonna wake up the baby, and or he's gonna wake us up, and so our like morning snuggle time is going to look a little bit different, but I'm like excited to incorporate him into our lives. um Money and popularity can make people act in certain ways, unfortunately. Yeah. What she did to that smaller creator and the cozy brand was bad, though. Seems very calculated. Um, yeah, I think that was very much so like, oh, well, it's not trademarked, so sucks to be them. And it was very like black and white thinking. I don't think that she realized that like it would get like that much attention or like backlash. But yeah, that's part of like the like business decision thing that I was talking about, that like she does not make good business decisions, in my opinion. But then, I mean, she makes some really good business decisions, like the distribution center. That's smart as shit. Like that's real good. Like, that is a great business opportunity. Having your own fucking distribution center and warehouse, and I wish she would, like, build off of that more because that would be like, oof, that would be so smart. Especially having, like, more, like, local brands and stuff in there that have, like, built up. Like, she has one more local brand in there, the, 7th Ave Apothecary candles, which those candles are so good. Okay. Unfortunately, a distribution center doesn't make great content. I mean, yeah, but it makes good money. Have you had your maternity shoot yet? I did. I don't know if I'll be sharing the pictures from it, but I'm very excited to get the pictures printed and hung up. I'll probably wait to do that until we get like in a house though, or after our house is built. So yeah, I'll probably wait on that, and they'll go like in my closet or like in my bathroom or in my office or whatever. Because I mean, it's naked. So how are you feeling lately? Abby, you've asked that 3 times. I'm tired and just, exhausted. So there's that. Well, don't delete your message. You're fine. You don't have to delete your messages. But girl, I am tired. It was a weird feeling. Yeah, anyways, so there's that. I want to go on this sesh. It'll all be worth it once he's here. Thanks, girl. I think so too. Okay. Did they have the same idea at the same time and she got to it first? No. The girl had her merch line that and like her slogan, just like mine, is like stay spicy. It was cozy or cozy, and she was trying to like develop it into a like actual like manufactured products. A lot of people do that. You start out with merch and then go into like manufactured products. So she was trying to make that transition, and then Jacqueline started her other brand, which is so interesting. There's just like so many brands. It's like, girl, calm down. What are you doing? Why you gotta have so many brands? The Amber Heard / Johnny Depp case was a year ago. That's crazy. That taught a lot of people about defamation, let me tell you. So normal 3rd trimester stuff. Have you had Braxton Hicks? Yep. I had some practice contractions this morning. I had them for like 2 months before my son was born. Yeah, I had them last month and I've had them this month. So like throughout the 3rd trimester, basically. Hey, Jen. Yeah, so there's that. I really like this like lip combo I made today. It's a Amazonian by Maybelline, and then this other Maybelline, the Captivated, the vinyl one. A locket, a lot hair is laid. Oh my god. Thanks. Y'all should have seen how matted and disgusting it was from when we went to the beach on Sunday, because I was like in the water and like in the sun. It was not good. So I had like it was so bad. So we got home, we showered. I don't know why, whenever we come back from like the beach or like a big pool day, we be getting in the shower together. But I told because on the way home we got Chinese food, and I was like, okay, this is what we'll do. We'll shower. I'll put way too much conditioner in my hair and try to like brush it all out. Then we'll do the do, and then we'll eat food. And then after that, I'll get back in the shower and try to brush out my hair again. And for the second time I was in the shower, I'm not joking, for over an hour with this brush and my like fine tooth one. Oh my God, it was awful. It was awful. And I lost so much hair. But I was like, you know what? Maybe that's for the best, because like I think they were like a little bit too thick to like manage. And now I feel like I can like manage them better. Yeah. Anyways. And now I have a detangling spray and all the like moisturizing stuff. I already had a bunch of moisturizing stuff, but I re-upped on a bunch of stuff. And then I have my my Dyson Airwrap, which makes it so much easier to style and to like give myself like a little baby blowout. So that's easy. You should try Arab perfumes. I know you love perfume. Plus musk like me, and girl, they're so good. I do love a good musky perfume. Girl, thank you. Sometimes I feel like I'm crazy scheduling out kind of when to be spicy. I mean, you gotta. Did you watch the Sarah Lawrence cult documentary? Such a rabbit hole. I did not. No, I said this before, but like I'm trying to, like right now, until like the baby comes out, I feel like I'm just like in my like era of like not watching things that like I have to think about too much, or that like are like too intense, to put it in a non-eloquent way. So I've been trying to like limit that. Oh my God. A little bit. So I haven't been watching like many documentaries or like really anything. I've I've been letting Tony pick like everything we watch. Because now that like we've just been like eating dinner almost every night together, and it makes me really happy. And I told him that, and he was like, it makes me happy too, babe. And I was like, well, I think it's going to be really important for us to continue that when the baby gets here, because like he'll already be like fed and like about to, I was like, it'll be like bath time basically when you get home. And then time to put him down, and then like we'll have time to eat together, and then we'll have to wake him up again and feed him. Probably shouldn't talk about, that type of schedule much, because people are insane and will be like, babies don't need schedules. Bitch, my baby needs a schedule. Like I need it to have a schedule. Still obsessed with this one. The Aqua de Parmi. Oh my God, I've sprayed it so much. I got it not even 30, like 2 weeks ago. And it has this much left in it. I spray this way too much. I also like just spray it in this room and on Wig'em and like everywhere. Yeah. How is the sexy time going? We're still doing it. Sorry for yawning, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people say that like they're like not comfortable during the third trimester or even like the second trimester, like still boinking, but yeah, we're still getting it in there. And I'm honestly, like, not to be weird, but like I'm really proud of us for doing that. The baby is supposed to adapt to you, not the other way around. They will learn. I agree. Where did he get the name Wiggum from? From the show The Simpsons, the chief, the police chief in that show, his name is Chief Wiggum. And my husband obviously named our dog. I wanted to name him something else, but he is a Wiggum. 2 under 2 here. Didn't do schedule with my first and went insane And now with 2 babies, need and crave schedules. 1000%. I agree. And the thing is like I'm not telling you that you need to do that. And I know people think that like gentle, like having your kid on like a schedule or a sleep schedule or anything like that, that doesn't mean having them cry it out. I'm not just going to ignore my kid and abuse them, but it means I told Tony too, I was like, maybe we should like print it out and like have it framed because I know I'm going to forget. But it means like they wake up, you change their diaper, you feed them, you play with them, they go to sleep for 2 more hours. Like it's like their natural like circadian rhythm basically. But then you just get them on that so that you can have a life still and so that they can thrive off that. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And everyone that I've seen do that, it's amazing. Everyone who I've seen not do that, their kid is not as great. I was going to say a piece of shit, but I shouldn't say that. Y'all see that like Raw Beauty Christie was getting a lot of shit from crazy bitches yesterday on social media, on Instagram, because she was saying that like gentle parent, basically she was saying like gentle parenting like works for her. And or no, I think it was because she called out those 2 family, the husband and wife, that like the family vloggers that admit to like corporal punishment and that they like give their kids a whooping. And it was just like, and like locking their kid in the car. And it's like, why are you saying these things? What are you doing? Yeah. So she was saying that. And then people were like going off on her and being like, you think you're better than everyone. Like it's your way or the highway. And it's like, Christy isn't on social media saying that like, you have to do this, like parent how you want or like what you think is best for your kid, but like hitting your kid isn't what's best for your kid. And I know a lot of people will say like, oh well, I grew up like that. Like yeah, I did too, and it wasn't good. It messed up relationships that I had, and like I had to rebuild those. And like still to this day, it like relationships are weird sometimes. So strange. The fact that you're friends with Jessie Smiles makes me so happy. 2 of my favorite content creators love each other. She's the best. Yeah, she's wonderful. I love her. That mobile above the bassinet is precious. Isn't it great? I love it. It's from Amazon. It's like a small business. It's like handmade. I thought it was so cute. And this like arm that came with it, not came with that, but came with the crib, is like technically for the like you're supposed to get like a little canopy. But I was like, you don't need a canopy. We'll just use that for the little mobile. Yeah. Imagine don't beat your child being controversial. I just think it's so interesting because like it's most millennials who are like, no, I'm not going to do that to my kid because that happened to me. And sure, like I'm normal. Like I turned out fine, but I don't want that to like, I don't want my kid to have to go through that, you know? But also like Tony and I were talking, I was like, yeah, you know, we're going to teach them to, you know, talk out big emotions and teach. And he like rolled his eyes. He's like, oh my God, we're going to be those parents. And I was like, no, you're thinking I'm like talking about like being like passive and like neglectful and making excuses. And he's like, yeah, what are you talking about then? And I was like, no. We're going to teach them how to communicate, basically. You're pissed off? Okay, you're not going to hit someone. You're going to talk to me about your feelings. You want to yell about it? Let's yell about it. You're not going to yell at me, but. And then we were also talking about like, I told him, I was like, obviously this is going to happen like way later on. I was like, but I want to teach them too, like that it's okay to like voice like that you're upset. And like, if you want to curse at home, like you stub your toe, you want to say the F word, go for it. Like, that's fine. But teaching them like And I told him, I was like, and if he's around you and, you know, you're fixing something with your car and you get really frustrated and like you like curse or something, like there is a time and place like where cursing is like acceptable. And it's when, you know, you have big feelings and that's okay. But you know, it's okay to voice your feelings like that, but you're not going to like use it towards someone and like to hurt them. So yeah, I really like that. I hate that, well, it happened to me and I'm fine. Survivor's bias is most ridiculous brain dead argument. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm fine too, but I also think that it like made, like, I still had to be sent to rehab. So, like, clearly that didn't work out very well. And my parents were amazing. They're absolutely wonderful. They did a great job with all four of us. We're not pieces of shit. We are functional, like, great humans. But I also want to parent a little bit differently. And that's okay. I'm allowed to do that. And that's actually a conversation that I think it's really important for like soon to be parents to have is like, what do you want to implement? Good job, Chelsea. What do you want to implement from like your family dynamics of like how you were brought up? And then what do you absolutely not want to do? That like is the same, you know? And then so we talked about that. And yeah, we had a lot to say about that. Yeah. I think some people forget we're raising adults, not children. Parenting is about the long game. I don't want a child that behaves for the time being. I want a functional member of society as well. Yep. Yep. Um, just starting to learn the process. I mean, girl, yeah, these are like conversations that, oh my gosh, these are conversations that you have to have with your significant other or whoever's raising the kid with you, or even if it's just you. What you said about cursing, we taught my son that and he understood almost immediately. It's appropriate to do, you know, this at this time, not appropriate to do it at this time. You can run around in your underwear in our house. You can't run around in your underwear, you know, outside the house. The same type of thing. I feel like it's also hard for parents to not think everything their child goes through is their fault. For example, my mom will blame herself for all my struggles. Oh, girl, absolutely. I remember I answered a Q&A question one time of someone who was like, this was like a year and a half ago, and they were like, "Oh, are you still gonna get like tested for autism spectrum disorder?" And I was like, "Yeah, I really want to get, you know, tested for it," and I ended up doing it, whatever. And my mom messaged me and she was like, "That's not true. Like, you don't have this and that." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And she's like, "Well, that just means that like we didn't do a good job." And I'm like, has nothing to do with you. Like, what? Like, dad has gone through depression. Does that have anything to do with his parents? Probably not. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with you. Like, calm down. It's fine. You did a great job. I'm alive. You did. I'm alive. I make a good amount of money. I am in a very happy and healthy marriage, and I'm pregnant and not a piece of shit. You did a great job. Like, you're fine. But it is funny. The like millennial like meme type of reels that I'll see where it's um like siblings talking about like trauma that they went through or you know whatever like when they were growing up, and then it shows like usually the same content creator like acting like the mom and being like, well, I guess I was just a horrible mother then. And it's like, no, nobody said that. If you were, you wouldn't be in the same room as us. We wouldn't talk to you. Hello, Chelsea. Hello, Danielle. Do you still have a sponsorship with Babbel? I need to download and want to use your sponsorship link to support you. Yes, I do. I actually have to film that ad read today after I eat lunch. Hold up. Let me find the June. Ooh, chilly. Did they not give me? Oh my god, I hate when it does that. That's so annoying. Okay, I don't have the link. I'm sorry. What you can do though is you can go back through my my videos though, and if you want to find the Babbel one, yeah, I don't have that link. It looks like they have not sent it over yet. Usually they send it over when they approve it, which is annoying because I would rather have like everything like done and like in the video and all that. Where's Mr. Wiggum at? He's right here. Here's a little chocolate chip tail for you. Yeah. Oh, what noise is he making down there, bub? My 11-year-old went to work with my husband today, and he just called me from the office to say hi. That's so cute. I love that. I gotta ask, what does your shirt say? It says Cody's Dessert Club. It's Cody Co merch. I love Cody Co. Hey, stop that. I feel like Tampa is influencer central. Do you see many out and about? Not really. I saw. I mean, like I said, I've seen. I mean, and like interacted with Jacqueline a couple times. We frequent some of the same places. Me and Kat Stickler. I've seen. Like I've seen her in passing. I just haven't gone. I mean, we've talked on Instagram. But I've seen her in passing and I just haven't like said hi because I was busy or whatever. And who are other people who live here? I've never seen Nicole Guerrero in person, but we've talked on social media a good bit. She's really nice. We have the same nail tech and the same well, she switches. She goes between like 2 different nail techs, but we have the same tattoo artist and the same nail tech. Who else? I don't think anyone else really lives here. A lot of Muslim influencers are down there as well. Some of the biggest ones in Tampa. I know there's a big Persian community here. One of my best friends in high school is Persian, and so they would have, like, as she would call them, the Persian parties, like every like month or more. Like they would all get together in like their big ass mansions. Yeah, I don't know who those people are. Let's see. Let's stalk them a little bit. Oh. I'll follow her. Florida, US. Does she live in Tampa? That looks like downtown, kind of. God, she's beautiful. She's really pretty. Well, if she would stop traveling and posting pictures of her in Rome, I could see pictures of her in Tampa. I literally still can't tell if that's Tampa or not. And these little downtown pics she's posting. God damn, travel. Lots of travel. That's fun. I have to go do responsible grown-up things, have fun. Oh, have so much fun. Have all the fun. It's how did everyone afford this trip to Europe month out, basically. Basically, which is funny because we were supposed to go to Italy at the end of this month. We were supposed to go to Florence. And then you happened. I said that the other day, and Tony was like, "That's okay. We're having a bigger adventure." And then I cried, like all the way down the hallway. So that was great. Oh, and there's this other girl. Is she from Tampa too? I don't know who any of these people are. Doesn't look like she's from Tampa. I say doesn't look like, I mean like from her pictures. She could be, but all these fucking traveling pictures. Yeah, I don't know. Cute baby though. Cute baby. My sister just went to Amsterdam. I'm jealous. Oh, I would love that. There are definitely a lot of people in Tampa who try to act like they are influencers, and they are not. That was a bad one. Amsterdam is so beautiful. Yeah, my whatchamacallit, my parents went, and the pictures they shared, I mean, it would just looked absolutely gorgeous. They said they had a really fun time. I know you have spoken about having disordered eating in your past. Thank you for phrasing it like that. I like that. Have you found any resources about teaching your kids to have healthy relationships with food and their body? I mean, not really like resources, just like teaching them like facts and to love themselves, you know? I think that's something that like we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And just like not, commenting on like their body and just teaching them body autonomy and to love themselves. And that's it. Oh, the reviews for Caroline Calloway's book Scammer are in. I need to get myself a signed copy. Due date is next month. Now it's time to sit and wait for the baby. You guys are making my baby fever go wild. What's for lunch? Bitch, I think just a cup of noodles. I'm really excited about it. I'm so excited about it. Yeah, that's a good approach. I think not rewarding them with food too. Example, eat all your dinner and you can have dessert as a treat. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily like a bad thing. I don't know. I think putting like too much emphasis and too much pressure like on food in general, or even like the conversation of it, is just too much. With me, it wasn't like a food conversation that got me to where I was. It was more so associating like I'll be better, I'll be the best if I'm like skinny, if I'm pretty, like things like that. Oh, buddy. He's like, I want a cup of noodles, get up. I had to learn how to stop assigning morality and food. Like this food is bad and this food is good. I mean, I want like them to know like what is more nutritious than other things, and like have them have like a balance. Like you want a cupcake? Okay, great. We can have a cupcake. You want to eat a Hot Pocket? Great, babe. We'll eat a Hot Pocket. But we're also going to try lots of healthy foods as well. That's just my experience with ED. Everyone is different. Yeah. And my experience probably isn't going to be my kid's experience. So I don't want to push my experiences onto them. They don't need to know about that. It's quite literally none of their business. If they ever want to have that conversation, then sure, I'll be open with them, but they don't need to take that on. And then I think it's just important to understand like not putting that type of like pressure on them. And then also like even before like someone asking like, oh, are you gonna like get your kid tested for like ADHD and autism and stuff? And it's like, yeah, sure, if they show signs of it. I mean, if not, then no. I mean, I clearly showed signs of it. Most people do show signs of it when they're younger. But then also I think it can like get out of hand if you're like, oh, I want to help them and I want to, make sure we avoid this and avoid that. And it's like, okay, well, by trying to put like so much pressure on like preparing them for this or that or navigating around this or that when like it might not even be an issue, like, can we just get them here first? Yeah, I'm just focusing on, and see, that's another thing is like, that's why I keep saying like, yeah, I'm just focusing on like right when he gets here. Like I'm focused on what else needs to go in my hospital bag right now and working. And I'm not trying to focus on anything else. Like, yes, I'm excited. Can't wait to hear what his voice sounds like. Can't wait to, hear other things too. But I'm trying to be purposeful and present. Yes. And focusing on like the here and now and feeling him in my tummy and making sure I'm soaking all that in instead of like, well, what if my kid's nonverbal? Then I'll handle that shit when it happens. I'm not worried about that right now, because how is me being worried about something or trying to address something or trying to plan for how I'm going to address something when I might not even need to, So I think that's really important. That's actually something that we were working on in therapy with me getting really anxious about like certain situations surrounding like boundaries and relationships without like going into detail, but certain like the possibility of certain situations happening. And my therapist was like, see, this is what you're doing. Like Samantha just said, no need to catastrophize on things that could happen, because my therapist was like, yeah, even happened with your baby shower. Like you were real anxious about, this, that, and whatever. And none of that happened. So you were stressed for literally no reason. Like, yeah, your feelings are valid. Those things could happen, but why be stressed out about things that could happen or like try to figure out how to handle them and be prepared when you don't even know if they're going to happen. So that's really helped me a lot. My partner and I both have strong genetic ADHD. I'm worried about making sure they're emotionally okay. ADHD itself is a reality for both of us. How we feel about having it matters. Well, sure. Do what you want to do with your kid. I'm going to do what I want to do with my kid. I love hearing this is someone who is a few weeks behind you in pregnancy-wise. I want to be present in this moment and not focus on the possibilities that are outside my control. I appreciate this talk so much. Of course. Isn't all ADHD genetic? I have no fucking clue. I don't know. I just know that I have it, and my oldest brother does. My middle siblings don't. My sister and my other brother. But just because something's genetic doesn't mean that your kid's gonna have it. Worrying means you suffer twice. Ooh, Newt Scamander. Paige, not Newt Scamander. Oh, that's great. Yes, congratulations, B. That's really Newt Scamander. Oh my God. So good. So good. Fucking Newt Scamander. Good Lord. There's evidence suggesting it has strong genetic component. I mean, neither of my parents have it. My mom is dyslexic though, I think. But yeah, so I don't know where the fuck mine came from, but I don't know. But again, just because you have something that's genetic doesn't mean you're gonna pass it on to your kid. Genes are weird. They're so weird. But again, I can't focus on that. Just because you have it doesn't mean your kids will have it. Just that one person said genetic ADHD, so I was thinking it was all genetic. The brain is funky, genes are weird. All we can do is wait and see and be supportive regardless. Other ND brains said to be correlated. I scrubbed my mom's hubcaps for 2 hours last night because I saw they were dirty and I was already cleaning the floor mats. I mean, you might as well. Hey, Weeg, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you look annoyed with me? What are you doing? Do you want to walk to the front office with me? He said, no, I'm going to hide under your desk, though, because I don't want to put on my harness. Okay. Yeah, Dad needs us to run an errand for him. He wants cup of noodles, too. Yeah. Dyslexia, they know divergent, as is ADHD, so you will probably did inherit it from your mom. I don't know. I also just don't care. We're gonna approach things how we want to, when they need to be, if they are affecting him. And I'm lucky that I know how to handle things and cope with things. So, yeah. There's that. But I'm excited. I can't wait. Packing for your trip to Japan tomorrow. That's awesome. Japan's been coming up a lot lately. In the book I was listening to, Shoe Dog, the story of Nike and its co-founder, and then also in the the movie Tetris that Tony and I finished last night. It was really good. It was more so in Russia, but they were in Japan too. Your third time there. Kyoto is your favorite city in the world. Dying to go back. What is Kyoto like? Oh my God, that's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, I would love to go to Japan. That is so pretty. My goodness. Chelsea's going to go to Kyoto soon. No, we probably will not. Next year, we're going to do Italy, and then I think we're going to do probably Hawaii as well. Sorry, Hawaii. Gotta pronounce it correctly. Either way, you'll love your baby completely just as they are. Absolutely. Do you and your hubs love John Wick? Yeah. Yeah, we've seen all of them. Except for I did gaslight Tony last time we went to go see the most recent John Wick, because I turned to him and he was like, "Are you ready? Get ready." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't seen any of we were literally sitting in the movie theater. I was like, "I haven't seen any of the other ones, so you're gonna have to tell me what happens and just explain it to me. I'm probably gonna have a lot of questions." And he looked so freaked out. He's like, You haven't seen any of the other ones?" I was like, "Yeah, I have no idea who John Wick is." He was like, oh my God, he was so nervous. It was so funny. And I was like, "No, dummy, I watched all of them with you. Like, you sat me down and made me watch all of them one weekend." And he's like, "Oh." It's like, "Yeah, and I watched the most recent one like the other night so I could prepare for this." And he's like, "Oh, okay. How's your Italian coming along?" And not that bad. I've learned. See, I like learning more, like more than just learning like the language. I like learning more about like the culture and shit. Like that means more to me personally. What's new with Boss Lee? I'm invested now. She is, I think she's still overseas. She went to Auschwitz and compared vaccinations and modern medicine to the Holocaust and, you know, the genocide of millions of Jews. Well, Jews and other people other than just Jewish people, I know. But yeah, so she's thriving. Yeah. I realize I'm 2 minutes behind. What I'm commenting on is not relevant anymore. That's all right. No worries. How did I get 10 minutes behind? I think it's because there was probably an ad. There's a fun Italian song you should listen to. Ti amo. It's so upbeat and fun. Will do. Oh no. Like, why do people think that's smart to do that? Because when you're so brainwashed and so just like brain broken, it doesn't matter. You're crazy. We are lucky to have vaccines. Absolutely. Very lucky that modern medicine has progressed, or like all of us would die of polio and measles. So always love to get ready with me when I'm getting ready for work. Love that. No ads for me. I've got premium. My ADHD can't do ads. I feel ya. I am not an ad gal. What's your favorite foundation and concealer and powder combo? I'm having weird under eyes lately. I don't use foundation, but I do use BB cream. So the Maybelline BB cream, the Maybelline Fit Me foundation is really good too, though. So I use Maybelline BB cream. And Wiggum, are you giving me kisses? Oh, you're being such a sweet boy down there. The Maybelline Fit Me powder is really good. And for concealer, where's that little twisty thing I use? For concealer, I use the Maybelline Instant Age Erase Rewinder, but that's more like my highlight and contour. And then I just use the Fit Me Maybelline Fit Me concealer for my under eyes to like actually conceal. So there we go. Do you feel like your ADHD symptoms have been more difficult to manage during pregnancy? No, because I'm so tired. It doesn't really make sense, I know, but no, because I'm so tired. I have been feeling more like guilt though around like work, because I can't just sit here and film like 7 videos. But I am so excited. I told Tony the other day, I was like, I'm so excited for when I'm done breastfeeding to get back on my ADHD medication, because it is going to be over for all you bitches. Like, I'm about to be so productive and be able to like work again. That's probably been like one of the hardest things, is being off of my medication this entire time has really sucked, especially because right before we got pregnant, like a month and a half before I got on, like I switched medication because there was an Adderall shortage. or still is, I guess. So I got on another medication that's like newer. I forgot what it's called. Starts with an A, but it's really, really good. And it like worked so well for me and has like all the good parts of the other medicine I was on, and then like none of like the bad symptom. It was just amazing. It was so great. And I was loving it and adjusting so well to it. And then you happened, and we are so happy that you're here and that you decided to stick around under like, unlike your previous brothers and sisters. But yeah, I was asking Tony, I was like, why do you think this one? Like, what is it with this one? Like, why's this one the one that lasted, you know? I don't know. I don't know what happened after my first ADHD and depression were significantly better. Reminds back to normal after my fourth ADHD became so severe. Oof. Mental exhaustion makes mental acuity harder. Yeah. It's like physical exhaustion though too though. Like just like being awake. Being awake for a period of time while you're pregnant is awful. What was difference with meds and without? Um, I mean, there's a lot. You see, it's difficult to say because like or gauge it because like you go from having having that with like me with one actually having ADHD because obviously ADHD medications affect people differently if you don't actually have it, if you don't actually need them. But going from that to then like the pregnancy symptoms, so like I can't really say what like the difference is because the pregnancy symptoms just like fuck up everything. But when I'm not pregnant, the difference is racing thoughts, not being able to focus on like anything. Basically, like picture in my brain, there's a bunch of there's like a spider spinning a web really, really, really fast. And it's just like going all over and like not even making like a pretty design or anything. That's my brain off of ADHD medication. And then my brain on ADHD medication is like the Charlotte's Web spider, where she's like, it's beautiful and a pretty design, and she got like words on it, you know? And it's also, so it's like keeping me like even keel. It helps me with my anxiety as well. Um, like keeping me like stable, I guess. And I still would get that like manic and like a burst of like the like manic energy that like a lot of creatives like myself like to say we like take advantage of, but I wouldn't get like the downswing after that because that'll get you. It'll get you. For me, it's racing thoughts, focus, and emotional regulation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So faith, same. I wish there was an answer for why this one. All I know is that they existed and they mattered. Oh, that'll get me right in the feelings. Oh, Jesus, that hit me. Yeah, they did matter, do matter. I want to get medication for my ADHD. I just don't have the time to commit to the monthly appointments. There are a lot of doctors, like if you're cool with them, they'll make it to where you just like they'll write like 3 scripts. Like that's what my doctor does because he's like, bitch, I don't need to see you every month. And I'm like, I don't blame you. Yeah, there's a lot, but like obviously it's a doctor that I've seen like he sees everyone in my family, like we know him socially as well, like he clearly sees like you need this. You still need it. um and in my family we're very like honest about and like open about um like medical and like mental stuff. Like we don't like hide things from doctors, or we're not fucking weird like that. um yeah. I've got 4 young kids, 2 which are chronically ill and no one able to babysit during business hours. That sucks. I'm sorry. I do 15-minute telehealth appointments every other month. A lot of people do that. Have you listened to 8D music? No, I don't know what that is. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you tear up. You're doing amazing. Thank you. So what this boy, as he's now asleep under my desk, very convenient, my gum. This boy and I guess I won't take you downstairs then. I have to go get the something from the office downstairs. So, and then I have to come back up and eat, maybe take a nap, and then film. Yay. Not me testing positive for pregnancy test while listening to your live. Oh my God. Congratulations. If that is what you were hoping for. If it was not, may the odds be in your favor. In California, I can't find a doctor that can do telehealth for ADHD medications. They all that I found require 6 to 12 months in-person appointments and urine testing. Ew. Yeah, I just do telehealth with my primary care physician. I thought that I had to go to a psychiatrist, and so I was like paying for that, and and then my primary care physician was like, "Yeah, why are you wasting money going to him? Like you could just I could just write you that script." And I was like, "Oh, well, what the fuck?" So yeah, no, it was like over $100 like every month, basically. It's so annoying. Yeah. He would also do it to where it like after a while, it was like every 3 months, and then I would just go pick up my script and of course it's under the condition of like, if anything changes, please let me know. But it's also like they also see my history. They know I like was diagnosed in like high school or middle school, and that like I've been on multiple medications and I've been on it forever. What your primary will write your ADHD scripts. My chick said she couldn't. I mean, I think it depends on where you are, all that. Do you use your SM7B in your live streams? I do not even use an SM7B anymore. I use the MV7. The MV7, because it's littler. And it was just more like apartment and move friendly. So I did that. I just noticed your crib looks beautiful. Yeah. Yep. Look at this thing. He's got a little fox in here from his aunts, Aunt Isabella and Deanna. He got a little cow. Obviously, these things are not going to be in his crib when he's in there until he's older and knows how to not eat them or just, suffocate. What else? We have like a little basket of toys in here. His first baseball glove and mitt. A little hungry caterpillar, which actually needs to go on once he's older. Will go on his carrier. And then this will go on his carrier too. It's a little sloth. So cute. So cute. And the infamous Wubbanub. All his other binks are in the kitchen, but this thing is annoying. We hate this thing. We hate this thing so much. We were going to throw it away. My mom got it for him. But we liked this one sound that it makes. So we decided to keep it. Other than that, though, we were going to throw it away. What is this one? This one doesn't make cool sounds, I guess. It's an owl. And a teething toy, I guess. I've never seen this thing in my life. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming this is a teething toy, though. And this is a hedgehog. So I just have all these stacked in here. And then his blanket that has his name on the inside. So we won't show that, but my sister got that custom made for him. And where is it? Okay, it's right there. But it has hedgehogs and foxes and mushrooms. And then on the other side, it's just orange with bumps. And then his name's over here. So we're going to toss that back in there. Oh my God. Yeah, and I like that it's on wheels. And it's just going to stay in the middle of the room because I said so. The toys you don't like are the ones you accidentally leave at grandma's when she babysits. Yeah, and the ones that make really loud noises too. All right, I'm definitely not managing to pack while this live stream. I'll go. Cheers. Have so much fun. I'm super jealous. I hope you have the best time ever. Feel free to send me pictures of Japan, man. I definitely want to see. I would be in that crib pretending it's a spaceship. Picture what? I don't think it can hold us. I think once we expanded, it would, but I don't think Tony and I would fit in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm feeling lots of pressure. That's the thing that like has changed too this month over the past like week really is that I'm feeling so much pressure like low in like my pelvis. And it's just like, can you chill? Can you stop down there, please? Like, what are you doing? Like, there's sometimes where I'm sitting down and like I can't get up because like that pressure down there is like right now it's like a pain in my butt. like a pain in my butthole. I'm sure you've been asked a million times, but when are you due? Amanda, I am due July 20th. So in a month. I think he's gonna come July 10th though. Literally a pain in your butt. Yeah. Get a prenatal massage, mama. I know a lot of people have told me and I'm like, oh, I want to so bad, but Tony's been massaging my legs, which is so helpful. Oh my God, it's so nice. So nice. He's been so sweet. But yeah, it's like last night I got up. I actually like kind of slept okay last night. I still got up every hour, but in between I I think it was because I was really tired because I worked so much yesterday, but I tried to get up and I was like, oh, nope, okay, guess I can't get up. What's Wiggum looking at out the window? Everything. There's someone walking a dog. It's what he's usually always looking at. He said, don't worry, guys, I'm on patrol. But yeah, it's that like sharp, it's like a dull pain, but then it turns into like a sharp pain, like in my pelvis and like in my butt. And it's like, I can't get up because then it like hurts more. And then it happens again when I finally am able to get up and then sit on the toilet, it hurts when I sit down. And then when I stand up, it sucks. But Tony put in the motion sensor toilet bowl light. So I'm not running into things anymore in the bathroom. Popping off to watch GBC's premiere. Well, that's fun. Oh, so random. But what heat protectant have you been using for your hair? What heat protectant do we use? The Olaplex bonding oil is typically, I just got another one too, but that's typically what we use. And then I don't know if this one is technically a heat protectant, but this one as well, the Olaplex number 9. He's so cute. Okay. All right. I am going to skedaddle. Oh, my Lord. Wow. Oh. There we go. Okay, let's give y'all a bump date, and then I gotta go roll back a little bit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. I'm okay, BB. I'm okay, bub. Little bump date. He is very big. Very big bump. But as you can tell, he's like dropped more. Like he used to be like up here. Now he's down there. Yeah. So that's working out well for me. Oh, there's my belly button. It hasn't popped out yet. And I hope it does not. But yeah. Is your P.O. box listed anywhere? Yes, it is. It is on the About tab of my YouTube channel. Yeah, but I'm gonna go take this boy on a little walking adventure, and then come back inside and eat lunch, and then chill and film. Yeah. So I hope you'll have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll have a video up for y'all tomorrow. I should have a video up for y'all tomorrow because I had 2 ad reads that I sent over for approval. So hopefully, maybe I'll finish that Colleen Ballinger video today, and maybe I'll get it edited and put it up tomorrow. Who knows? Okay, goodbye. I appreciate you. You're the best. Goodbye. What are you looking at, sweet boy? Why are you so cute?